And good day, it's McToyReviewer69 here, and I am doing a top 10 as the title suggests. Now, I've been watching Optimus Prime's top 10s, and I thought, I want to do one of my own. So I'm doing that. So, the rules for mine are, they all have to be action figures I have played with, otherwise it'd be useless to top 10. And the rules of selecting are, they have to be either a toy of 2020, or a figure I got in 2020. As I have here some honorable mentions that are all good, awesome, fun toys, as these guys here that I've received in 2020, but just were not enough to make the list. But I also have Megatrons here, just because Megatron. This Megatron I actually have here because I finished customizing him in 2020, but he's a Siege figure that I got in 2019, so he wasn't able to get on the list. But Hotlink here was actually a surprise for me. I haven't done a review of him yet. I'll be doing a review of the stuff you've seen here that I haven't reviewed yet. At least I plan to do reviews for them. Hotlink here, I didn't get any member of his mold at all because I didn't really like it. But then I got this for Christmas, and he's just a lot of fun. It's a really fun figure. Would have made a list if there was a one less figure. He would be at 11 because that's just he is at 11. That's how good a figure he is. He's the only one I had here that actually has a list, that actually has a ranking. So without further ado, let's get into it. And at number 10 we have here the Transformers Back to Future Collaborative. Back to Future Collaborative crossover Ectotron. Sorry, I said Ectotron. I meant Gigawatt. This is the DeLorean Transformer, and honestly, this is awesome. Now, I didn't actually get the Ectotron at all. I still want one. I'm still looking for one, but I haven't got one yet. But I'm still glad to have this one. I have a collection on my shelf with collaborative figures. I have 2 right now. And this guy was honestly proud addition to collection. Now, I will go into depth about him in my review, but long story short, he is at 10 opposed to any higher rank because he kind of sucks as an action figure. He was disappointing in so many levels. In fact, he would be a list I would put on a top 10 letdowns of 2020 if I was experienced with action figures enough to do that. But I'm not. There's so many things I didn't like about this, but I had to put him in the list. I felt I had to because he was DeLorean. And Back to the Future is such a big part of my childhood, and I freaking love that movie. But because he just was so much not fun. No, he's a fun figure, yes, but just there's so many points about him which leave me not able to actually enjoy playing with him. So I wasn't able to put him any higher at all, just because of that. And a lot of figures are just fill up holes in the collection, but I am not putting any higher because I'm also ranking by how much fun I've had playing with them. I love all the references I have. He's the first 2 movies in an action figure, but there's just so much that was disappointing about him. I just couldn't put him any higher. But he's on the list, but he's at 10, so yeah, there is the number 10 rank Gigawatt. And at number 9, we have the Siege Shockwave. Yeah, he's a figure of 2019, but I actually got him for Christmas 2020. Because I had missed out on getting him because I thought, it was too expensive. He's a Voyager figure at a later price point. It didn't make any sense to me. But I asked for him for Christmas, and I got him. And honestly, he's awesome. I'm sad I missed out earlier. I didn't get the Earthrise Shockwave, or the Netflix Shockwave. Soundwave. That I really want. Now I'm going to be hunting that down. But I got the Shockwave. He looks great next to Megatron. I'm bringing in Megatron right now. He didn't put any higher because the rest of the other figures are... See how awesome that looks? The other figures on my list are just more fun. He's a fun figure, don't get me wrong, but he's not that fun. He's Shockwave. He's not really meant to be big on action. He's meant to stand there and like Shockwave. And that's exactly what this does for me. He is Shockwave. He's the perfect Shockwave toy I've seen so far. I'll go more in depth on when I do a review for him. But yeah, heroes. But yeah, here it is. 11th rank, the Siege Shockwave. And here at rank 8, we have the Classified Series Snake Eyes. I did a review of him already, and he's awesome. He's Snake Eyes. He's a fun figure. He's not higher because there are funner figures on this list. But yeah, he's the first figure on this list that's not Transformers. He is in scale G.I. Joe figure, which is still basic Transformers, but not in scale Transformers. Which I wouldn't mind. Has to do a small, tiny figurines that are in scale with their current Transformers. Anyway, actually, most of the Transformers aren't even in scale with each other, but still. I'm loving this figure. He's fun. He's awesome. I love the way they do the neck. And yeah, I've already gone over him in that initial review. But I didn't put him higher again because there are funner figures on this list. But he is higher than Shockwave because he's Snake Eyes. Also, he's funner than Shockwave. I mean, I didn't even put Gigawatt. I put Gigawatt at the bottom because he wasn't fun at all. Gigawatt was hardly any fun. This guy, he's fun. I mean, yeah, Periods at 7. The Marvel Legends Stanley. Now, I've gone onto him in his own review, but he's not any higher because there's funny figures. But I had a lot of fun messing around with him when I first got him. And also, he's freaking Stanley. How could I put him low on the list? Well, technically he's below 5, so that's pretty low. But still, freaking love Stanley. I have him in the corner every one of my reviews. He replaced the Infinity Gauntlet constantly being there. This tiny little thing I got in, I think, 2019? Yeah. For Christmas. I asked for the I think it's life-size Marvel Legends one, but we got it from me. Mom saw that store and thought, oh, is this? But yeah, rank 7, Marvel Legends Stanley. He is the boy. At rank 6, we have the Marvel Legends Fox Films Deadpool. This guy was pure fun playing with him, messing around with him with my Spider-Man. Articulations, pinless elbows. I like how he didn't have pinless knees, but like awesome accessories. That weird accessory of a second figure. That just sucked. Arms do look a little janky. I'll go into more depth with him in his own review. But right now I'm having here at rank 6 because he's funner than all the other ones, but not as fun as the ones to come up, and you'll see why. So yeah, here he is. I have at rank 6, Marvel Legends Deadpool. You can be my wingman anytime. And at rank 5, I have the Top Gun collaborative Transformer, Maverick. How often did they get named him Maverick, right? Now this guy doesn't surprise me. I'm not big on Top Gun. In fact, I haven't even seen it until literally last year when I found out about this figure. Like, oh yeah, Top Gun's a movie. I've never seen that. Then my dad showed it to me. I was like, oh, this movie's okay. I'm not. If I watched it when I was younger, I'd probably like it. But this is such high rank because this toy was pure fun, and I wasn't excited to get it. I was opened up on Christmas, and I'm like, oh, okay. But so he was rather disappointing for me getting it at first, but then blew that previous expectation out of the waters which is amazing because how fun he was. I'll go more in depth in his own review, but. Yeah, I have the Maverick here because it's just how pure enjoyable fun he was. I have him on the shelf next to. I'm just gonna transform him on camera. I don't like how these don't have a place to go. I'll skip. So yeah, this figure is just a fun figure, and it was huge surprise me because I was basing him off purely. I got to base him off purely fun because he wasn't a figure I was dying for. And which disappointed me. Hate you. But instead it was a figure I was disappointed to get, but then found out I loved. And now we're getting to pure fun as we get up to the later figures with our rank 4. Let's go see. Oh wait, rank 5. Maverick, Transformers X, Top Gun crossover. Now here's a figure I was dying to get, and one that didn't just not disappoint, but blew my expectations out of the water. Marvel Legends 2020 Retro Spider-Man was just an amazing figure. I went into depth on his own review. He's awesome. I'll be posting Venom's review next week. So see that. Yeah, I went video 3 weeks in a row, didn't I? Huh. This one I didn't want to put on my regular schedule of videos. I want to be it's own special video, so I put it in this week opposed to waiting for next week to do it. Anyway, again, I was dying to have a Spider-Man figure. This guy came up, I'm like, oh, I want that figure. And he's awesome. Here's next to Deadpool. He's movie Spider-Man, so it's going to be weird getting next to Deadpool here, but still, I'm liking the pairing. This Spider-Man is just so much fun. So much fun. And I'm hoping to see more figures articulation like this, but with an added, classified neck joint. Because that's the best way to do neck. Oh yeah, it does neck. I talked about in that video. So yeah, at rank 4? At rank 4, the Marvel Legends 2020 Retro Spider-Man. Now there are many things I have to complain about the McFarlane figures, but here at number 3 actually, the All Might McFarlane. Now I don't exactly like all the texture, especially in the thighs, like I said in his review, but damn, he is a fun toy. He's ranked above Spider-Man because he's more fun. Him and Spider-Man are figures that I can play with like nothing but those figures. Like these are figures you bring on a road trip because they're the ones that are most fun. Don't bring me anywhere because of these. Ooh, these ears I'm worried about. This guy is just so much fun, and though there's a lot to complain about, he's just still so much fun. And I'm so glad to have this figure in my collection. Hell yeah. And now at rank 2, Earthrise, Bumblebee, and Cliff Jumper. Rather, Bumblebee. This is actually figure in the Netflix series. But it's Earthrise, Bumblebee. He turns into actually a sponsored Volkswagen too. Ooh, freaking awesome. Now I'll go in depth in them in their own review. I'm doing review 2 separate videos that are together. Or maybe I'm doing them both in one review. By the way, expect that. But these aren't just fun figures, which I wasn't originally planning on getting Cliff Jumper at all because I didn't like it. Looking at pictures, I didn't like it. But then I watched Lazy Eyebrows review, and I'm so glad I watched the video because it made me decide to get this figure, and I freaking love this figure. And then they did Bumblebee. Amazing. Awesome. Everything I wanted. This is the perfect Bumblebee. Well, not perfect, but the best representations I have. And I got this Bumblebee. This Bumblebee's awesome. I like playing this Bumblebee with my Earthrise Optimus. Freaking love these figures. That too, not because they fill in a huge gap in my collection, but also they're just fun figures. But there's still one figure I have that I like more than at the number 2 spot, Earthrise, Bumblebee, and Cliff Jumper, which is Earthrise Optimus Prime. My number 1 rank, of course, Earthrise Optimus Prime. This is the best Optimus Prime I've ever gotten. The only complaint, well, I have a couple complaints about it, but the only major complaint is this goddamn ass of ass made of wheels he has on his back. Again, actually, I haven't read him yet. My idea was for it to come down and then go into the back of the legs. They could have done that. That was just extra bits. That was originally hollow, bringing over from the Siege Prime. Why they didn't do that, I don't know. Also, I got the Core Class Prime from Kingdom Prime. I'll be reviewing him. Maybe review these guys together, but he's a little cute Prime we got here. So yeah, Earthrise Prime, not only the best interpretation of G1 Optimus Prime, Well, so by far the funnest figure I've messed with. Just, he's amazing. He is amazing. Like, there's not a figure better. Now, I kind of felt bad about putting him all the way to the top because my original one broke. This popped off, or snapped off, and it lay right here, that joint. It was disappointing. This figure broke my heart. Playing with it one day. I'm adjusting the camera, don't mind me. And it took months for me to get a new one because I contacted Hasbro saying, hey, please send me a new one. I was like, okay, we'll send you a new toy. They gave me Earthrise Astral Train, which I already have, which I just gave to my little brother. Then I'm like, no, we can't do this. This isn't okay. They're fine, we'll send you a refund. Never happened. I'm still waiting on the refund. This, actually, I got some Christmas money and bought it from Best Buy again, which is where I got my first one. But, he was $35 from Best Buy. That's counting tax. It's $35 from Best Buy. So, I'm like really worried playing with him. I've heated up his thighs. Heat up yours thighs so that they're looser. I was so scared to handle this guy. I'm even worried messing with my Hot Link because his thighs are the exact same thing. It's awesome to have the Transformers thighs that way. It's the best way to do it. But the point is that he has his flaws, and mine. I suffer from Q issues that ruined the figure for me. But still, he's amazing. I cannot stop playing with him, even though I'm so worried every time I play with him. I don't even let anyone else touch it. He's still number one because that's just how amazing this figure is. God, this figure is the best. And just look how well he scales with my Cliff Jumper and Bumblebee. Hold up. Boom. That's awesome. Cool, because this is smaller. I was gonna get the Rat Trap, but he got sold out. Yeah. Anyway, let's get to the final scene. Actually, I'm going to talk for a bit while I set up the final scene. Now, Earthrise it had some shaky moments. They did better than what they did in Siege. They corrected their mistakes, but also made some new ones. I'm really not liking the Seekers, that Megatron they did. Oof. Even the Siege Megatron was still kind of bad. I had to do a lot of correcting there. And it seems they were all okay with Kibble now. I mean, look at the RC. She's literally just a figure in a car. You might as well just make it. I'm probably going to wait to a red RC, a G1 RC in red, in the figure line. But as I was saying, I really don't like how they were with Earthrise. They were doing like Kibble, but you just take it off. Either a big backpack like Prime with Bumblebee and Cliff Jumper, biggest example. Why, Hasbro, would you do this? But it wasn't the end of the world, and I would like better. In fact, all these toys do have their flaws, but still great toys nonetheless. I think Earthrise Prime was one that had the most flaws. Actually, no, this guy has the most flaws. That's why he's only 10. This guy sucks. But he's DeLorean, so, Back to Future. He ain't needing no rose where he's going. This year was great for me, toy-wise. I mean, yeah, this year wasn't that good, but I still loved all the toys I got. It was amazing for me, toys. It's where I branched out into, not Transformers for once. And actually, I want to bring in a couple boys. These boys. These are my first non-Transformer figures. The Endgame Iron Man and Captain America. Movie 1 Captain America. These figures right here they didn't make the list, but they were honorable mentions I need to bring out right now. These guys are, they're they're awesome. My first Marvel Legends, and what really got me into collecting outside of Transformers, and it's been a great year with toys for me in collecting, since have branched out of Transformers, like I said. And it all boils down to these guys, me just wanting a cool Iron Man, seeing this cool Iron Man, this cool Captain America, and getting them. And me thinking, you know what? I want a Spider-Man. And then me seeing Stanley, and like, oh, yes. Just in the figures here. And just because one day I decided I wanted to get a little more outside of Marvel Legends. I want to go a little bit outside of Transformers, and I turned to Marvel Legends. And it was the best thing I could have done. It's these guys I owe so much thanks to. These figures are just amazing. They're not exactly in shot. Hold up, let me put them more in shot. I have them on the shelf next to each other like this with my 6-inch scale collection. With Stanley, I have over there on that shelf, which is where I have my collaborative figures. You guys want to see the shelf? There's a shelf. Stanley sits right there. And that's stand where I put Maverick. So yeah, though this year has had its whacked moments, for me, it's been actually pretty enjoyable. And I'm also pretty lucky for that. And now my life is probably going to go a completely different direction just because I grabbed these two figures. So yeah, they deserve to be here in this shot. In my shot of all the figures of my top 10. The best figures of 2020. Let's pan out here. Isn't that just beautiful? Isn't that just beautiful? Now, I suppose this is where I'll be putting the end card, which I have been doing more lately. I don't know if you noticed. I'm only glad my channel has gotten where it is. I put up one stop motion video and got 5 more subscribers. I was at 10 subscriber special, and then got 5 more. Now at 16 last I checked. 16, and I'm awesome. My channel's come a long way since I started reviewing my first review. Which is this guy right here. And it's been so much fun. I've had an amazing time doing this channel, and it's been awesome. I love all you guys who've subscribed. Thank you. And as always, not just have a wonderful day this time, have a wonderful year. I hope this year is better for all of you. Last year was pretty decent for me. I had to do school online, and I'm in high school still. That kind of sucked. Well, how about this year getting better? So yeah, I hope to see you guys next time.